Coffee and television, now there's a combination just waiting to define a generation. Oh, these crazy kids with their coffee and their television. I'm beginning to feel like I've replaced sex, drugs, and rock and roll with carbs, caffeine, and NPR. The other day I caught an episode of Seinfeld in which George accepts his date's invitation for late-night coffee, only to discover she actually meant it. He assumed going for coffee was a euphemism for a more intimate encounter. "Who drinks coffee at midnight?" he bellowed to Jerry afterwards. I tend to agree with George more and more often these days, which is scary enough. Going out for coffee has become the invitation of choice for a lot of single people I know. It's really the perfect first date setup, intimate but public, non-threatening, non-intoxicating, and conducive to making other plans for the evening, or not. It's an equally good setting for a quick getaway. There is one thing I don't get about coffee shops on television, however. How is it that the most prominent piece of furniture in Central Perk is always available to at least one friend? Just try that trick at your own neighborhood coffee shop sometime. Fraser's Cafe Nervosa is a little better about table sharing, but I'd like to find a real waiter who knows what my usual is. They say a goldfish's short-term memory is so limited that every time he swims a lap, he discovers the castle all over again. I believe that gene has been passed on to an entire generation of coffee shop waiters. Of course, I do get a kick out of seeing NILES' reaction to even the slightest deviation from his usual order. You call this a whisper of nutmeg? It's a full-throated shout. I hope to find my own Central Perk or Cafe Nervosa someday, but until then I can still enjoy their presence on television. Now for the benediction. May your couch always be empty, and may the waiters all know your first name. Amen.